Hello everyone. I have a small journal to share with you today. I had agreed to do a one-on-one swap with Stacy Carpenter, and we decided to do sort of a summery look, not vintage. And we agreed to use a book cover to make it with, and with two signatures, so it's not a huge book. I went with this book cover, which I thought was adorable. Honey Bunch and Norman Tour Toy Town. Apparently there was a series of books about Honey Bunch and Norman. And the colors of this cover are more like a sherbety color than bright summer colors, but I liked those colors, and those are the colors I had papers for. I don't have a lot of the bright primary summery things. So this is the book I decided to use, and I put book corners on, a little bit of a doily, and for the first time I did Kool-Aid dyeing, because I didn't want to use tea-dyed papers because we weren't going for a vintage look, but I wanted to color the paper somehow, so I tried Kool-Aid dyeing, and I'm not sure how successful it was. Some of the doilies looked pretty nice, and some of the papers were very pale, but at least it did add some color to them. And I put on this pink book plate and used these Tim Holtz stickers that say Everyday Life. These are little brads. And then I put this pretty trim on the side and made this dangle with colors that match. And on the back I just put a couple of pieces of pattern paper, and then I made this little thing with the stamp on it. And it's Mod Podged. And even this piece is Mod Podged. I put these corner decorations on with the Mod Podge, but I put it all over the book to kind of protect it. The closure is a piece of this elastic, decorative elastic that I got from Walmart, and I just punched holes in the back of the book and threaded them through, and it will fasten like that to close it with. Okay, so there are two signatures, and I used my This Book Belongs To stamp and this cutout with my from my Big Shot. And this is the original inside cover. And this is one of the Kool-Aid dyed doilies, and this is a doily that I think someone sent that to me. Looks like a die cut. And then I had this little metal edge piece that I put on with brads. And this is, I don't think this is, maybe it was Kool-Aid dyed, but then I added some orange ink around the edges too. There's some stamping in the book. These papers are from a color box collection called Frolic. Papers that you can get at Walmart, or I don't know if they're still available. I've had them for quite a while. But it looks summery because there's some ice cream there. And this was a pocket I had made some time ago, but the colors were nice. And a tag. Here's a title page for the Honey Bunch and Norman book, and a stamp here. There's another die cut doily and a couple of banners that I cut with some scraps. This is a Kool-Aid dyed paper. This is a glassine bag, and it's put on as a tuck spot, so this index card, the stamping and inking, goes behind it, and this tag goes inside. This is a piece of adhesive back trim here. This is from a book that I got at the Salvation Army a while ago, and it was a camp diary for a kid to take to summer camp with them. And on this page, it was a place for names and addresses for all their new friends at camp. Here's a Kool-Aid dyed paper, and this border stamp with birdhouses. I had this arrow cut with my Cricut, and there's ice cream treats on this paper. So I just glued this on diagonally as a little bit of a tuck spot for this tag. Oops, I gotta fix that little piece of washi tape there. And then the center piece, I'm gonna put little punch outs here on the ends of this string. I forgot to do that. But this is a paper with suitcases on it for going on vacation, and I just put it across the whole bottom of the page as a pocket. This tag I made with my picturesque Cricut cartridge. There's a lot of beautiful designs on that cartridge, but mostly what I use that cartridge for is tags. So each design has a tag that goes with it. So, and then you can also just make plain tags and the little reinforcements. So that's a wonderful cartridge if you like to make your own tags. This is from a book. I think it was, I don't even know what the name of the book was, but it was supposedly all these little notes that this man's mother wrote to him over the years. And some of the things are quite clever. So I kept the pages, and I thought they'd be fun being tucked in here. If you keep waiting for just the right time, you may never begin. Begin now. Begin where you are with what you are. I love you, Mom. They were all PSs. Maybe that's, I think the book was called PS. I love you, Mom. Do you always want to be right, or do you want to be happy? And here's another page from that camp journal. You must remember this, and it just has some journaling prompts. There's some stamping here, pretty flowers. Kool-Aid dyed doily. Happy days are here again. Capture the moment is cut out from a, I think it might be a Bow Bunny paper that I've had for a long time. Here's an illustration from the book, the children's book, and I just put these little tickets on as a decoration. There's a pocket here with some ribbon stitched on. There's a tag that I made, and someone gave me these little bags, little sack envelopes. I guess they're coin envelopes. They were all cut, and all I had to do was fold them and glue them. And I thought the colors of this one went well with the book. There's another one of the Bow Bunny quotes. And then this is a vintage children's playing card and a journaling little circle that I printed from the internet. A strip of scrap paper, and it's all, well, this is just glued on, but then these two form the pocket. I stitched these together and then stitched them on as a pocket. And here's another one of those tags cut with my picturesque cartridge. Some washi tape, this little tiny envelope. I have a die that cuts these out with my Big Shot, and I cut a little tiny piece of Kool-Aid dyed index card to fit in there. And here's the second signature. There's another little metal piece stuck on there with a brad. Index card. More ice cream treats. Library card. Paper clip. Here's another page from the book. Another tag. Glassine pocket. I didn't leave that open behind it. And here's another page from the camp book. Most embarrassing moment, proudest day, biggest secret, more names and addresses. There's a border stamp with gardening and bunnies. And here's some swimsuits and sunglasses on the background paper, and a library pocket with a card in it. And the center of the signature again has the long pocket. And this is another page from the camp book for autographs. Lots of journaling space there. And a tag. More flowers stamped on. Pretty picture from the camp book. And I fussy cut out these little ice cream treats from a scrap of the paper and glued them onto this. I like the way this doily turned out. It's a nice, pretty, orangey, pale orange shade. And then this is cut from that paper too. It says, "Keep it cool." So the Kool-Aid papers that I made turned out pretty pale. I don't know if you usually use more than one packet of paper. I didn't use a lot of water, but I had to use enough that I could dip my paper in it. There's some more of that ribbon on there. Stamp of approval. And this is another one of those coin envelopes that someone sent me. Here's another pocket that I stitched together with a children's flashcard, a Kool-Aid dyed little tag that Jill Robertson sent me a while ago, and this pink coupon, and then there's another tag that I made. More washi tape. Another little envelope with a index card inside. And then it says, "Homemade just for you," with my signature there. And there you go. So we agreed to swap in May, so I have it done a month early. But it's done. So maybe I'll be able to show you the journal I receive in return. Thanks for watching.